and welcome to Storytime with Britt. This week's book is called Toy Story 5, adapted by Luna Chi, illustrated by Mario Oscar Gabriel. Let's get started. Bonnie was the sweetest girl with the biggest imagination. She loved playing with toys, especially Sheriff Jessie and Deputy Buzz Lightyear. But sometimes Bonnie wished she had the courage to make new friends. One day, Bonnie received a lily pad tablet. On it, she could play games and talk to other kids who had similar devices. With technology quickly taking over, the toys began to worry that they would be replaced. Jessie couldn't figure out the strange new device. She was determined to help Bonnie make friends without Lily. But through Lily, Bonnie connected with some girls from her dance class and was invited to a sleepover. Bonnie quickly saw that these girls weren't interested in toys. Jessie and Bullseye got separated from Bonnie and were found by a kind elderly couple. The couple brought the toys to the address written on Jessie's chaps. But the address wasn't for Bonnie's house. It was for a place where Jessie had lived long ago, the home of her first kid, Emily. Now a kid named Blaze lived there. She had a big imagination and an even bigger heart. Blaze was exactly the type of friend Jessie wanted for Bonnie. To bring the girls together, Jessie needed help from a few of Blaze's forgotten tech toys: Atlas, Smarty Pants, and Snappy. She didn't want to ask devices for help, but Bonnie was important to her. Meanwhile, an unexpected visitor arrived at Bonnie's house: Woody! He and the rest of the toys waited for Bonnie to return from the sleepover. She came back with Lily, but there was no sign of Jessie and Bullseye. When Woody and Buzz went to Lily for answers, she refused to help them. At Blaze's house, the tech trio took a photo of Jessie and Bullseye. Working together, they shared it with other tech toys like them, including Lily, who unintentionally showed it to Buzz and Woody, and even to the 50 high-tech edition Buzz Lightyears who were searching for Star Command. When they saw Jessie's star-shaped badge, they knew they had to find her. Woody and Buzz made sure the photo got to Bonnie. She immediately sent a reply: "Found your toys. Do you still want them?" Yes. It went to the tech trio. Jessie's plan had worked. Bonnie and Blaze were going to meet. As Bonnie and her mom rushed to Blaze's house, Woody and Buzz hitched a ride on their car's bumper. They were one step closer to bringing Jessie and Bullseye home. But while they were on the way, the girls from the sleepover discovered the photo of Bonnie's found toys. They laughed at her for playing with toys. Ha ha! Aw, poor baby! LOL. Jessie couldn't wait for Bonnie to arrive at Blaze's house. This was the big moment. The two girls meeting. Blaze opened the door and offered Jessie and Bullseye to Bonnie. But suddenly, Bonnie changed her mind. She turned around and went back to the car. Woody and Buzz watched Bonnie leave. They didn't understand what had just happened, but their mission remained the same. They had no idea that an army of space rangers had just arrived at Blaze's house with a very similar mission. Meanwhile, Jessie made her way to Tire Swing Hill. She and Emily had played there together long ago. She had lost Emily, and now she had lost Bonnie. Jessie and Bullseye noticed a message etched into the tree. Jessie was here. Buried beneath it was an old tin lunchbox. It contained a photo of Emily and her daughter, Jessie. Emily had loved her cowgirl doll so much, she had named her daughter after her. Jessie realized that even though her time with Emily had ended, she had meant more to her kid than she ever knew. Just then, Jessie heard something behind her. It was Buzz, Woody, the tech trio, and the high-tech Buzzes. Thanks to teamwork and Blaze's toy horse collection, they had managed to find Jessie and Bullseye. Jessie had one final idea to help Bonnie. She sent a message from the tech trio to Lily. But when Lily replied, the toys discovered that she had thrown herself away. She felt guilty for connecting Bonnie with the wrong friends. Sheriff Jessie refused to give up. She told Lily to send photos of her location, and the gang set off to find her. Yee-haw! They were now on a rescue mission. Jessie was relieved to find Lily. The pair realized that despite their differences, they both loved Bonnie and wanted her to be happy. This time, they would work as a team. Lily, Woody, and Buzz would go to Bonnie's house, while Jessie and Bullseye would return to Blaze's. Buzz didn't want to lose Jessie again, but she knew they would always find each other. The next day, thanks to a message from Lily, Blaze arrived at Bonnie's house with Jessie and Bullseye. Bonnie was happy to see her toys again and noticed that Blaze loved them too. It gave her the courage to ask Blaze an important question. Did she want to play together? She did. And to the great delight of all the toys, the new friends had the same idea for playtime: a wedding for Sheriff Jessie and Deputy Buzz. The end. Toy Story 5 is a great reminder to practice all types of play, with your toys, with your friends, and maybe limited screen time when your parents or guardians allow. My favorite part of Toy Story 5 is when Lily and Jessie came together to help Bonnie. It's all about balance, and that's what they realized. Speaking of balance, let's do some yoga postures that promote balance. Let's take time to breathe. Bring your feet together, put your arms by your sides, close your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Take another inhale. And exhale out. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Open your eyes. How do you feel? I feel relaxed. Let's get into our balancing postures. The first one we are going to do is tree pose. With your tree pose, keep one foot down on the ground. Press down into the ground and then take your other foot and bring it to your leg. You are now in tree pose. The best thing about balancing postures is that we can get out of it and get back in it. So it is okay if you lose your balance. That is the fun part of yoga because we can always try again. Let's try our tree pose again. Keep your foot down on the ground, one foot nice and firm into the ground. I'm going to take my other foot and bring it onto my standing leg. Now, press down into your big toe. Press down into your big toe, and maybe when you feel nice and comfortable, bring your hands together like this. Let's hold our tree pose for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other one. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right, let's do the other side of our body. With balancing, you always have to do your right or left side, your left or right side. You have to balance out both sides of your body to feel balanced. Okay, let's do our other side. So I just did my right side. I'm gonna do my left side now. So the same thing, I'm gonna keep my foot down onto the ground. Press down, down really hard. Now I'm gonna take my other foot and put it onto my standing leg. Oh no, I got out of it. That's okay, I'm gonna try to get back into it. Okay, now I'm going to bring my hands together. Or maybe you want to play around with your tree. You can grow your tree, bring your arms out. Your arms can be like branches. And let's hold it together for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, the next balancing posture that we are going to do is called dancer's pose. Dancer's pose, we're gonna stand nice and straight. We are going to reach our arms up. Bring one elbow to your hip, so you should look just like me. Now you are going to bend your knee. Bend your knee, and then take your hand and grab your foot. You are now in dancer's pose. Let's hold our dancer's pose for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake it out. Shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, let's do the other side. Bring your arms up. Bring your other elbow that you didn't do the first time onto your hip. Now, bend your knee. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me, and then you're gonna take your hand and bring it to your foot. You are now in dancer's pose, which we also call flamingo. Whoa, 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 oh no! I got out of my dancer's pose. I think I can try again. Let me try again. Bring my arms up, bring my elbow to my hip, bend my knee, grab my foot. I'm doing it. I'm balancing. You're balancing. Great job. Let's hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. The next posture we are going to do, our last balancing posture, is called eagle pose. Eagle pose is one of my favorite postures because it makes me feel like I'm a pretzel, because I'm bringing my arms all underneath and I'm twisting around. So we're gonna have some fun here. The first step is to bend your knees. Bring your feet together, bring your legs together, and bend your knees. So you wanna look like this on the side. Very good. Now bring your arms up. Bring one hand, doesn't matter what hand you have, what arm you have. Bring it underneath the other hand, underneath the other arm, and place your hands onto your shoulders, just like this. Now bring your foot across your leg, just like that. You are in eagle pose. Now let's take a challenge. Can you sit A little bit more. Wow, great job. Nice work. Let's hold our eagle pose for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Let's shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Now let's do the other side. We have to balance out both sides, right? Let's get back into our chair. Bring one arm underneath the other. Place your hands on your shoulders. Do you feel your shoulders? Nice work. Now I'm gonna take my other leg and then just bring it across the other leg. And then I'm going to sit. Sit just a little bit further down. You are in your eagle pose. We're here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Now let's have a seat. Have a seat on the ground. Cross your legs. Crisscross applesauce. Close your eyes. Bring your hands together. Are your eyes closed? Do you have your listening ears on? Repeat after me. I am a good friend. Repeat after me. I am a good listener. Repeat after me. I am strong. Let's say that again. I am a good friend. I am a good listener. I am strong. Open your eyes. You are a good friend. You are a good listener. And you are strong, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me for Storytime with Britt. Until next time, namaste.